action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. Getting the nod on the mound, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Hit on the ground to short. Jumps, throws, on the money. Yeah, nice play. And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one to first, and that's just foul. 0-1 down. One out, base is empty.
2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. He's out. 2 away here in the top of the first. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. What a stop. Nicely done for the out. And the Dodgers are bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Popped up. Wells under it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's more.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Scoreless after 1. Back in New York. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And a base hit up the middle. Runner stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Stanton over at second. Wells on at first with nobody out. Line, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. Oh, he can't hang on. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and the bases are now loaded.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Kim over to second, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Back now in the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. Foul ball there.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Mookie Betts, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And it's fouled away. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. He circles the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Swings through that one. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cabrera makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back for more from the Bronx. On to the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. And here comes Bellinger. Grounded out his first time. Ground ball right side, could be 2. The throw to second. On to Freddie. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Wells will handle the catching duties in this one. 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Stanton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hard hit right side. They get the force. 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Fought off foul. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so...
Warning track, ball, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Freeman hits it in the air. Dominguez should have this one. Squeezes it. 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Dominguez flashes the leather on the run and catch. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Start of the 4th. Here is Goldschmidt. And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. 6 of their hits have been on the ground, so that tells me they're being flexible with their approach and finding holes in the infield. And I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
Oh, he gloves it, fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So the lineup flips over. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Up the middle, stops it on a slide. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 7-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Tony Gonsolin comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. It's 8-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Slice down the right side. Going 2 now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning going. Throw back in holds him at first. So just a single. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez has this one sized up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Yankees 8 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 4th, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, he just couldn't get out of the way of that one, and that's not an easy thing to do when you've got a fastball coming in hot.
Swing and a foul straight back.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that one is off the wall. Ohtani around second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. This one high in the air to left center. Dominguez sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And they'll do it again. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. That one ripped left field. Dominguez going back, way back there, and gone. And they slice into the lead. It's 8-6. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Judge makes the play, and it's out number 3. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back. Out of here, up onto the deck. What a shot. And they add to the lead. It's 9-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And here is Jason Dominguez. That's going back. Back some more. And gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. It's 10-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left.
Alex Vesia gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. In the air, right side. Conforto on the move to the gap. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Now this is in the air down the line. Conforto on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Michael Kopech looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air, center field. Edman in position. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. That's not coming back. He shoots one out to right. It's 10-7.
He put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Next offering is fouled back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Yankees up by 3. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Back in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. It's Aaron Judge now. Vesia back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Bellinger up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. New pitcher now, Michael Grove. Here's Stanton now. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back-to-back, and they add on. It's 13-8. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack one on the board. It's 14-8.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits.
Goldie steps into the box. Ripped on a line. Edman makes the catch. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Dominguez stands in now and watches strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove, a 6'3" righty, 200 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Now batting, Anthony Volpe.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe, 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 17-8. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Michael Grove will depart, and a home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. So they turn things over to the righty, Michael Kopech.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A solo shot. They are unloading here their 5th homer of the inning. It's 18-8.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Slings to first, and Bellinger is out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which new pitcher on here, Luke Weaver.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On the ground, Volpe. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Man at first, nobody out. And next for L.A., Will Smith. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 18-10. And here is Michael Conforto. That one out to right. Judge is under it. And there's one away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, what, 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. And Freddie takes the K. Back in the Bronx, top of inning number 7. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 19-10.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity. But in this case, it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't.
Anthony Banda will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now here is Austin Wells. In the air, left field. And there's one down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That one ripped left field. Out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 20-10.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Edman makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. That's ripped. Base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab on the run. And that. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. And a foul ball. Weaver ready to fire now. And that is out of play. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 20-11. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Swings through that one for strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back, Bellinger, back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone. I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
That one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Foul ball still 0-2. Struck him out looking. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. We look ahead to inning number. We go to the eighth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He leaves the yard to right. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 21-11. He absolutely crushed that one. And the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. It's 22-11. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and they get the out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Swings through that one for strike one. Still only one out here in the inning. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch, gliding out of the warning track. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's fouled off. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Dominguez. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He his second homer of the game. It's 22-12. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Oh, this has been anything but a clean game for this team defensively. That's their third error, but somehow they still have the lead. Even if they do get the
swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Gone.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the bat spin really helped that thing carry.
The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one carrying, and out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home. Of the game, it's 22-15.
Freddie has such a smooth swing. He makes these home runs look so effortless.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luke Weaver out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Tim Hill taking over on the mound.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Volpe. And he'll be safe at first.
It's just been a disaster for them defensively in this one. You know, you're going to have games where you make an error or two, but 4, just not acceptable at this level. It makes winning the ball game extremely tough when you give that.
Makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's Max Muncy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right down to shoot, and the count is 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Muncy hits one in the air. Dominguez sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll do it. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. We go to the 9th, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Trinan back to work. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
And that one is lifted in the air. Conforto on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 23-15. And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Blake Trinan departs. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So a lefty out of the pen, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now, Oswaldo Cabrera. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here, and they add to the lead. It's 24-15.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
Now a chance for Anthony Volpe. 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Back at Yankee Stadium, the batter now, Mookie Betts.
Yep.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Hill, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Got him. One out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
That's in there. That is strike two. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Judge ranging back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His third home run of the game. It's 24-16.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Difficult pitches.